I'm Nick Redmayne. I'm a freelance journalist in the UK. I specialise in travel. I suppose I had some preconceptions about Kazakhstan. I certainly knew about the Tian Shan mountains, I knew about the wide open spaces, I knew about the horse culture. However, there have been many more surprises just in our short visit to the Almaty region. It's been incredible to go to the Altyn Emil National Park, to see Beshkir, to learn about some of the nomadic history. Also, the last couple of days when we've gone to the White Mountains, I've not seen a landscape like that ever. It's certainly remarkable. The range of colours, the geology, it really was something quite special, and not something I even vaguely knew about before I came. And staying in the guest houses was lovely as well. The hospitality, the Kazakh owners, and the food was wonderful, and really an experience that I think people in Europe would enjoy. And also today, I mean, we've done a lot in a short time, but going to Kolsai Lakes today, really beautiful, and really beautiful to see Kazakhstan in the autumn as well, so I'll certainly be recommending it to people back in the UK. So I just say thank you very much, Ahmed.
Hi, I'm Travis Devious, a travel journalist based in the UK from the USA. Honestly, Kazakhstan has not come up a lot in American geography books, or probably in the UK as well, so I had little to no knowledge about the country. So coming here was just a completely blank slate, but after finishing a week trip with Kazakhstan tourism, I had just been completely blown away by the people, by the natural landscapes and sights, and just everything about it, and I would love to return again. It's been a fantastic trip, and I'll be telling all of my friends and followers to come and see the amazing things that this country has to offer.
I think there's a, what do I think? I think it's wonderful what I've seen in the Almaty region, and I can see how arriving into Almaty, there are many things which are achievable from Almaty, from the Almaty region. As I've described before, I think that my lasting impression is Kazakhstan's a big country and there's a whole lot more to see as well.
There it is.
The first thing I think about now when I think of Kazakhstan after being here is the natural beauty of it. There's been a lot of rankings on which countries are the most beautiful, and I don't know why Kazakhstan is not on that list after being here. People just do not know how incredible the landscapes are, and the mountains and canyons and lakes. And it's so funny because I'm an American, I've never been to the Grand Canyon, but I don't need to because I'm the Cherry Canyon, which is probably just as impressive. So I really I think for anyone that's into nature and hiking and activities, adventurous activities, this place is just perfect for it, for sure.
I think I agree with Travis. It's the natural beauty and the landscapes of the country that have really blown me away and have provided the most surprises. As far as tourism development is concerned, I think the guest houses and the community-based tourism projects are an excellent idea because the type of tourism that you really want to attract is not mass tourism. I think you want to attract people who have done a little bit of research, are thoughtful travellers, and those people will be interested in the natural environment, and those will be the kind of people who will want to stay in small guest houses. I think I've seen many small community tourism initiatives in various parts of the world. I think it's important that their continued development has some structure. There are some things that do need to be considered. It's wonderful that people are able to capitalise and make money from tourists. It's great that tourists can go to these areas and see all the wonderful things. But you have to be careful that by creating more guest houses and more tourism facilities, that you don't in fact damage that very environment and that very landscape that people are coming to see. So some consideration, I think, to the way that these things are expanded would be useful. It's wonderful at the moment. It would be a shame if the development wasn't controlled in some way.
I think with what Kazakhstan tourism is doing by bringing journalists in to share with consumers in European countries is definitely doing their part to not only share what's going on, but to bring them in. So I think that hopefully we do our job and people see the beauty of what this country has to offer and come, but as he said, not in droves, but get the right type of traveler, because it does take a certain type of traveler to really thoroughly appreciate community-based tourism, which is what you guys offer. I think that is the growth. I think will be fine. I don't think it will be overrun. Like I said, Kazakhstan is not Dubai, and I'm glad it's not. But I think that people that are fiercely independent and adventurous spirits would love to be here if they didn't know before. But I think that the prospects of tourism is good, and it won't be too steep, which is, of course, I think beneficial for withstanding the capacity that the villagers have to bring guests in.
So I didn't know anything about Kazakhstan before, and I must say that the welcome that we received here in Almaty was fantastic. First of all, Almaty is very, very nice, exciting, full of life, full of young people, children, trees. So I really think it's a very, very nice city, very nice town. And then the whole trip has been very interesting, amazingly interesting, and so my impression is certainly positive.
So as you can see, I am wearing a sort of a Kazakh shirt with the color of Kazakhstan. There should be something yellow here. And as a memory of this fantastic week that we spent in this fantastic country. And what I really loved the most is the sense of space, the sense of hospitality, and the beauty of the country is fantastic. And also the hospitality and all the people that I have run into are really charming. And one thing that also Yaya noticed is, as opposed to Europe, you are a very young country, very many children, very many young people, and that is a joy which I think will bring a great future to Kazakhstan.
Well, I have, after our experience, I have both a geographical association, because I didn't have an idea of some details from the geographical point of view, so I have some more information about it. And then I also have, I also associate Kazakhstan now with, as I said, with the history, with the character and the nice character of people, and probably with a position in the world for the future.
Well, I do hope that Italy and Kazakhstan play in football sooner or later, and I hope that Italy wins, of course, right? But I think that it will be a nice game, and I will cheer for both teams.
I think that for tourists, for European tourists, it can be definitely interesting for the spectacular landscapes, for the spaces, for the mountains. So for traveling maybe far, even though it's so big that it should be, probably the trip should be divided into 3 different trips. But I think that just also a little bit of idea in Almaty region is very, very good, because there are places where the guide explained us that it was similar to the north or similar to the mountains. So also just around Almaty, it's quite can be quite a nice trip, a good trip to understand more about Kazakhstan. you know, one thing in the market, one thing in the mountain, one thing in the just on the roads, something in the museum, mainly in the nature, with good guides as you have. I think for tourists, for European tourists, really all they can ask.
And I also think the same, and I am already organizing a trip for my brother who wants to come, and I also very much suggest my two sons to come over here for a vacation. And my brother wants to come with a car, and maybe if he drives all the way, I can drive his car for a little while, and then he'll come back with an airplane. Or hopefully they can rent a car here and then tour. As you said, you know, the spaces are very big, but also the roads are clear and nice. So I'm sure that I will suggest all of my friends and relatives to come over because, as I said, I spent a fantastic. You know, this trip has always been one of my dreams, and you know, the Silk Road. And, you know, since I was a child, I was reading about it, and you know, feel like a bit like Marco Polo and